with day 15 of our Zhongzhang roleplay campaign. Guess it's pretty nice to see the what and the how of the Han Empire that explains a bit as to why they have 60% of the map at the start but are foobar pretty much immediately. Yeah, exactly. The Han in the Three Kingdoms start is useless, and the faction as a mechanic is essentially free real estate. They're not aggressive, they don't advance, um, they're not competent, and they kind of just disappear. That didn't work, did it? Nope. There we go. So yeah, it's kind of like, I do like the whole Emperor Xian mechanic where people can claim him and vassalize what's left of the Han. I think it's an interesting mechanic, and maybe that mechanic will be lost in the Mandate of Heaven start. Maybe it won't. Maybe if the Han Empire crumbles, then it will become like when Liu Hong dies, Emperor Xian becomes a thing. I don't know. What I do know is if you're playing as a Han Lord, there is a diplomatic option to essentially like leave the Empire, and the NPCs do take it as well, because I saw one of them do it in the Liu Chong Let's Play today on the Total War channel. So yeah, it should be interesting. It's certainly going to be epic as shit, especially if you're playing as the Emperor or the Yellow Turbans. But I do think it'd be quite cool to play as like one of the four lords from the 190 start, but 8 years earlier. Because Dong Zhuo's position's drastically different. He doesn't start down here with the Emperor. He starts up here in lands that we know are horrific, and that's where he was historically. Cao Cao starts a little bit further south than Chen. He's more down this way. Sun Jian's kind of close to Cao Cao, so they could have, you know, much more of a conflict in the early game. Liu Bei, which I think is probably going to be way more epic than his 190 start. Liu Bei starts up here with the main Yellow Turban factions here, and that basically means that from 182, Liu Bei and his brothers are going to be chopping Yellow Turbans to crap. And it's like, that's what they did historically. That's why they were famous. That's why they got given power, because they made friends with Han officials and Han generals by fighting Yellow Turbans and essentially having Zhongfeng Guan Yu defeat Yellow Turban warriors in one-on-one combat. That's basically what they did. So that's going to be much more interesting for a Liu Bei start, I think. But we'll see how the vote goes. For now, we're going to continue with our Zhongzhang campaign. So, as per diplomatic status, we are at war with all of China, minus our vassal the Han and the Yellow Turban Rebellion, which we're about to declare war on anyway, because why not at this point. Zhong Wan is on his way back east from Wu Wei. Song Chen is also up here. He was, at the end of the last episode, trying to chase down Zhao Jiemeng. The Bandit Queen is also heading east to try and, or maybe south, I'm not sure yet, to try and combat the forces we're at war with. We have, of course, raised Ji Bun, who's currently in Hanzhong, opposing Ma Zun's armies. We've also raised Dan Wei over here and Wen Hui. They both have armies. We've got Shu Han and Wu forces crossing the river, and we've got Zhu Jun and Wang Yi down here at Taishan. I don't believe I've seen Tyler or Doomsday in the chat. We were holding their moves in case they turned up at the beginning of this stream. So guys, if you're there, give me a shout, because you'll be deciding your moves on this turn. In before Zhongzhang dies at the next turn. I have a request before we do stuffs. I need to see my stuffs for my will, because I'm a die soon. Okay, we'll do that whilst we see if Tyler or Doomsday are around. Song Chen, your stuffs are... You have a military gen... Do you need to write the refined bit? No, I don't believe you do. If you want to write the refined military gen, you can, or just bronze military gen. I'll know which one that is. Expert's leather, again, refined bronze, whichever one you want to do. Your horse is an exceptional white stallion, so exceptional or silver white stallion. You shouldn't really need to include the exceptional or the silver, because, like, with all of this, the military gen, the common one's just called a gen, it's not called a military gen, so I think you could probably put that, but just to be safe. You have a bodyguard bronze or refined. I don't know how a bodyguard is refined, but that's a thing. And your accessory is a refined or bronze 6 secret teachings book. Doesn't look like Tyler or Doomsday are around, so I'm going to make their moves and then we'll end the turn and proceed on. All you guys should be missing is the mini-map down here where the face cam is. I did try and look at what the least invasive position for it was, and that was ultimately what I came up with. I actually think we've got Danwei coming this way, but Wunhui is not going to be able to help him. So I think we're going to push these guys towards this river crossing, where we can hopefully have them cross, team up with Danwei and push the enemy back across the river. Imhotep's arrived! Welcome to the stream, Imhotep. So far you've missed 0 of the Zhongjiang campaign because we've only just started it, but you did miss us going over the Mandate of Heaven DLC. But I think you were the one who told me about it, so you probably know it anyway. We're going to end the winter though, because they were the only 2 people that had moves left. BRB, David, no worries. The Duchy of Song wants to sign peace with us. There's really nothing of them left that's worth making peace, because they'll just get absorbed, so we might as well just reject and keep taking their stuff. I think at this point Zhongjiang is just going to be like no peace for anyone, so no peace until Zhongjiang's dead. Zhong Liao there fighting for Wu. I didn't realise he'd turned up. Mandate of Heaven, you think it's good? I think it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think it's definitely going to make the Han and the Yellow Turbans feel more like a faction. In the 190 start, the Han feel like nothing, and the Yellow Turban factions, whilst cool, are not the Yellow Turban Rebellion. They're the remnants of it. So both of those are going to get massive beefing up in Mandate of Heaven. That's going to make them so cool. I love the look of the court system for the Han, and it's cool that you can play like Sun Jian, Cao Cao, Liu Bei and Dong Zhuo 8 years earlier as well. I like that. Arrogant versus arrogant. As you walk through the courtyard, you overhear 2 soldiers bickering. One claims that he can hit a target from over 150 meters. 500 chi? The other cries. That's nothing! I can hit a target from 900 chi! Blindfolded! They continue to argue as you observe. It's Zhu Jun and Wang Yi, interestingly enough. But I think we're just going to ignore it, partly because Zhongjiang's not near them, and partly because she doesn't like either of them, so... You let the 2 bicker. What harm is there in a little competition? Zhang Jue, you went over his fervor and zeal. Yes, indeed. We did pretty much an hour's worth of breakdown. Ryan, Jiang Wan needs orders. David, Song Chen also needs orders. The army he was looking at is running for its life to the east. We do also need to declare war on the Yellow Turbans when we're ready to sweep Anding. The Bandit Queen... I think the Bandit Queen is going to head towards Hanzhong. She's going to do it in a forced march stance because she's probably not going to get attacked. Ryan says keep on marching east. If you're aiming towards Anding, this thing seems to think it's quicker for you to cross the river up here than down here, so it might be, but I think what's probably quicker is to jump into the river and then out of the river here. It may end up being no difference, but it's up to you. Keep me moving southeast towards Anding, says David. Apparently the fastest way to do that is by going through the livestock farm. Guess I may as well beeline towards Anding town. Actually, okay. This is going to be a nightmare to manage, having to keep them up to keep the rebellion going. Maybe. We'll see. Ryan's done an actually, so we'll wait and see what that is. Jibun's going to hold position for the time being. Shunchong. Danwei is going to move in towards Shunchong. I don't know if Wang Yi can make this, but we'll... No, it doesn't look like he can. So if we put Wang Yi there, can Zhu Jun make it? Yes, he can. Nice. Well, that's going to be a delegate, because Tyler's not here and nobody else is involved, so... Oh, 2 of them are dead. We've captured Fu Wan, who is 67. I'm not going to bother reading his traits because he's probably getting released anyway. And we'll take the replenishment. Then we'll jump back to normal view. Shunchong and Sang Tingjun were both killed against us. Was that there before? The Book of Rights. I don't think that we had that. Zhu Jun is greedy. I don't want to make decisions for Tyler's character, so not in terms of gear. Ryan, what did you say? If David's going towards Anding, is it worth jumping on the river and going round into enemy lands, as you can move quite far on the river? It's worth whatever you want it to be worth, I guess. Are you talking about like going all the way around there? Because ultimately it's probably faster to walk across. David, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I really do appreciate that. We'll go straight into our war effort for the final twilight years of Zhongzhang's life. It does seem a little bit odd. I honestly wasn't expecting when I put the poll up, should we end when Zhongzhang dies? I was not expecting an overwhelming yes. So for me, I was kind of like, I'll check, because it seems like a feasible point. But I was expecting this campaign to go on a lot longer. And I may well pick it up as a single player sort of... I might start posting the single player on YouTube when Zhongzhang's dead. We'll see. I don't know. What are we doing, Ryan? You're the only one who hasn't moved. Imagine Zhongzhang living to 100. I mean, if she does live that long, then, you know, that's going to change the poll, clearly. Because by then she may have had a miracle child, or, hell, even adopted somebody, I don't know. Jump onto the river and head around. Okie doke. Onto the river! Jiang Wan, the Grand Commandant. Alright, we've got to pick a reform as well. We were previously aiming for that to get the less corruption, which which we've got now, so we don't need to keep going that way. Has anybody got like a suggestion on which branch we should be looking at here? Some blues, says Ryan. There's only one option right now, but it's probably not a bad choice since we've barely gone down that tree. Philosophy and trade. Do we have any anti-corruptions left? No. We don't even have any that are like further down the line than we can get in one go. I'm pretty sure all the anti-corruption stuff is in The yellow bit. The government bit. The bandits are an orc. Wah! Change my mind. They're pretty similar. They are green. And angry. I think I'm going to go with Ryan's suggestion. We'll get private tutors. Knowledge is best put to use, serving those who rule. I'm not going to pop a save because we only just started. So we'll end the turn. We are going to lose that. I vaguely recall there being one anti-corruption in blue, but I'm not 100%. There might be. Losing ground, but that's to be expected. Everything's burning. It's all on fire. Really? You crazy bish. Well, you're dead. They're taking the food, the shade, the rum. Yes, the rum is gone. Why is the rum gone? Nah. Zhugong is rolling in his grave right now. And he's not the only one in a grave anymore. Yes, we know. Han Xin's faction has been destroyed because they were that army. And apparently the Han Empire was just mopped up as well in that turn, so we no longer have our vassal. Manchong. It's been detected down there, okay. Wudu has built a copper coin mint, which is as high as it can get. There are people in the recruitment pool. Zhao Jiumeng and Sima Shi have both been killed against us. Alright. Ryan, on the river right now. Orders, David, at Anding Livestock Farm. Minus 14 food. Uh-oh. The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, to Isengard, to Isengard. The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits. A Balrog of Morgoth. What did you say? Continue training for the future Olympic rowing team. Jiang Wan is steaming down the Yellow River. Zhongjiang has arrived at Hanzhong Silk Trader. Ji Ben will continue holding his position for another turn at least. David, what's Song Chen's plan? Up here in the northwest in Anding. I'm going to go to another stream since I don't have command of an army. Okay, Imatek. Hope you have fun, bud. And have a Merry Christmas. I haven't actually said Merry Christmas to anybody yet. And that was like one of the things I wanted to do. Keep moving my ass on down to Anding. Okey-doke. Well, Merry Christmas, David, as you move your army. I do hope you have a wonderful time, wonderful holiday season. Can he reach? Almost.
为了天下大业，
Can any of you reach it?
我绝不动摇。
Not particularly.
打起精神来！
In which case, Wenhui is going to
不
go
断
back.
前行，该处理一下政务了。该当如此。
Chu Jun is going to head up
迈向
there.
胜利。
Wang Yi is going to cross the river. Dan Wei
坚如盾
is going
牌
to，go
势
to there.
如利刃。这样行不通。
Don't know what they've got. They might be able to night attack them, but that's fine. Everyone's gonna get a Merry Christmas. Jesus, wait your turn. I think that's all we can do. So we shall push forward. Okay, I guess that's a delegate. Xiao Dun is still around, yeah. Fights for Wu. Apparently we'd win a Pyrrhic victory against him, which is enough for me. Reckon he'll be in the Mandate of Heaven thing. Yeah, he was with Cao Cao from pretty much day one, so he'd definitely be around. And again, don't look at it as like the Mandate of Heaven doesn't have people in it. Some of them you might need to wait until after 190 for, like Yue Jin, who Cao Cao gets an event for. In the 190 AD start, he gets it like after a few years. But really all you're looking at is it's adding 8 extra years before you have the Yue Jin event. If it isn't made earlier. It might be made earlier, we'll see. Dibs, you can't dibs Yue Jin because David already did. But if you mean Xiahou Dun, then as far as I'm concerned, whichever one we start in, you already dibsed him if we're playing as Cao Cao. So, at the start of this turn, I am going to say Merry Christmas to Sarah, because apparently she can't wait her own turn. But thank you for all your support this year, honey. It really has meant a lot, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas too. Unnecessary delays. A collapsed bridge in one of your settlements is causing delays in food and goods logistics. Though there are enough materials and the construction work is simple, with enough bodies to carry it out, progress is prevented by 2 squabbling village elders. Each blames the other's grandfather for inferior building work on the old bridge and demands that they fund the new one. After time is wasted searching village records to prove their claim, you hear of this and decide it is time to appoint administrators who can ensure the village is run with a practical and measured mind. Apparently we've suspended construction in Shihe. Song Yang has gained a rank. He is a 61-year-old legendary level 6 champion with a wanderer background. He's uncomplicated, honest, distinguished, temperamental and tolerant. And he has 6 options for leveling up. Binding Fury, Intuition, Guile, Vengeance, Mobility and Flexibility. I'm really struggling to concentrate at the minute because I've got like the sort of back end of a migraine right now, which is really starting to pee me off. But I'm gonna see this through. It just might take me a little bit longer to think of some stuff. I'm gonna give him Binding Fury just because I cannot be bothered to build those connections there this time. Zhuge Ke has also leveled up. 32-year-old level 4 commander with an outsider background. He's agile, distinguished, philanthropic and defiant. He has options of clarity, intensity, meditation or understanding. Not really sure on this one. Defiant doesn't... I mean, it's kind of intense, I guess. Agile, distinguished, and philanthropic. I guess we'll go with intensity. It seems to apply better to being sort of agile and defiant. Certainly to defiant. Cao Jie is also not quite happy. Can we play Mandate Cao Cao since I can still have Yu Jin? That's on the poll, David. I did a poll. It's in the... It's either in the stream chat or the campaign chat. It might be campaign chat. It'll be a few scrolls back. There's options there for playing as... continuing to play as Zhongzhang, ending as Zhongzhang when she dies and playing Cao Cao in either 190 or the Mandate start, or ending when Zhongzhang dies and playing the Mandate start with a different faction other than Cao Cao. Those are the options on the poll. If anybody happens to be watching that's not in the Discord, !Discord will get you an invite where you can vote on that poll. Ryan, what are Jiang Wan's orders?
时局变动，戡乱讨逆。
I'm assuming we're still taking part in the Olympic rowing session. You can actually get a lot further than I thought. But I mean, still, that's going to take 2 or 3 moves to get round to there. Follow the fish downriver. Very well. David, Song Chen, you're almost at Anding. You'll be on the edge of it this turn, if you want to be. Edge me up. That's not edging. You said edge. So there is a small Yoa Turban force in there. We're not at war with them yet anyway. But I don't think they would be a problem for you. Are you continuing forward now that you can see, David, or...? Oh, okay. Hong Ruijin has left Chang'an and is now storming that way. Which I think means that Zhongzhang can sweep in and take Chang'an. We'll do it as a night battle, but she's not going to waste any time. We'll just take it this turn. Your vote kinda sorta put the vote in favour of Mandate Cao Cao by 1. Cool. I'm all for stopping the Zhongzhang campaign when she dies and doing a Cao Cao one. It confused me a lot. First of all, that people didn't want to continue, but then also that they preferred to start Cao Cao in 190 than in Mandate. But again, whatever the vote is what we'll do. We're going to occupy that. Zhongzhang has gained a military Jian, and I don't know whether that came in or not. We're going to say that it did. So, dear husbando, Sarah, Song Jian is going to be offered a military Jian. It's technically the same level as his noble sword, but the noble sword... Oh, I can just look at them there. Noble sword does more base, and military Jian essentially balances the base and the AP damage. But the noble sword gives +9 authority and +5 satisfaction, whereas the Jian gives +12 expertise. If you were interested in the stats. Wait a min. What are we waiting for? Is PM still open? It is, David, yes. Nobody has taken the Prime Minister position yet because we were going to sort that out in this stream. Because it only happened at the end of the last one. I'll take the military gen. And she's also going to offer you some expert's leather armor instead of the hunter's garb you currently wear. Would you like to wear that as well? Cheers, waifu. My stash is really pissing me off right now. I think one of the hairs has turned around, keeps tickling my nose. Would you like the expert's leather? Husbando? Dearest? Husbando, dearest? I did shave, I cleaned it up, but this is how I look. Expert's leather. So Song Jian now actually looks more like Song Chen, which is quite creepy. They look almost the same, if not the same. Right. Jibun is actually going to... Yeah. He's going to start pushing his way... Can we get through there? Yes, we can. He's going to start heading through that pass towards Hanzhong. David, you still have some movement left. Not a lot, but you still have some. You've got Ma Zun himself with a single retinue by the looks of it coming in from the east. And Hong Rui Jin coming in from the southeast with a full army. Move me up to the line. Up to the line. Right. Xiahou Dun is backpedaling. So Zhu Jun is going to press the advantage. Snatch a victory. He's gained a stone archer. And a herdsman. And a bow. And captured Yi Ying Yang. Really? Yi Ying Yang? She won't join us anyway, so we're gonna release her. So, hi, I'd like to offer my services as PM again. Would you now? Well, now that my heir is actually here, we can discuss this. And the Grand Commandant as well. Zhuge Ke and Yi Ying Yang are rivals. He's rivals with Han Tong and with Xiahou Dun. Zhu Jun is rivals with Han Tong and Yi Ying Yang as well. Okay. So yes, we do have a Prime Minister's position to fill. And apparently, Song Chen has proposed himself. What do our other ministers think of that? Oh man, my head. Will he live long enough for it to be worth it? I mean, he's 69. How does Zhong Zhang feel about Song Chen again? Oh, that's not him. She doesn't seem to have a particularly, like, opinion one way or the other, to be honest. Do I like you now? No. They're still rivals. You can't last less time than Tai Shi-Tse. That's true. Tai Shi-Tse died about a year after being appointed to the council. You know what? I think I have been playing Zhong Zhang as quite petty, and I did say that last time. it made sense for her to choose Song Jian over Song Chen, but now that Song Jian is the faction heir, I don't see why we wouldn't make Song Chen the Prime Minister. Which now means that Chancellor is available. Harvest 235. I need to update that. Where is Song Chen? Chancellor until Harvest 235 AD. Prime Minister appointed Harvest 235 AD. Alright, that's officially in there. Different person, it's the helmets. Alright. So, Song Chen is now Prime Minister. Essentially, for you, David, that's just an elevation of your previous position, but it does now confirm, like, even though the Chancellor is above these other ministers, they're kind of all on a similar position, but slightly more staggered. The Prime Minister is definitely above them all. So, who hasn't moved yet? Everybody's... No, they haven't. We haven't moved all of these guys yet. Dan Wei will start to move towards Herne farmland, as will Wen Hui. Okay. And we'll move Wang Yi out there as well. We'll have a quick look at buildings. Nah, I don't really think any of these need to be done. So we will proceed onwards. Okay. Okay, Marzun is meeting up with Hong Ruiyan. Wu annexed Wei, right? Yes, they did. The Duchy of Song signed peace with the Oturbans. Harvest Moon Festival. It is the time of the harvest moon, and the farmers of the local village are celebrating the fine harvest. They sit around the fire recounting the tale of Ho Yi and Chang'e, in which they were separated after she drank the elixir of immortality and took up residence on the moon itself. What a cool story. I've never heard that before. That explains everything. Ryan, Jiang Wan couldn't possibly be further from anything right now. What's he doing? Is he continuing down the river? While you have a think about that, Jibun, I'll push through this pass a bit more. And Zhongjiang will take the opportunity to seize Chang'an Jade Mine back. Keep paddling. We are going with the Dory approach of movement then. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. David, you are on the border of the Yellow Turban settlement at Onding. However, Marzun and Hongrue Jin are away off to your east. What would you like to do? We're not currently at war with the Yellow Turbans. Prime Minister Song Qian. It's all part of my plan. What, to just keep paddling all the way out to the sea and sod off to Japan or something? Call war and take the town. Hello, Yellow Turbans. Apparently the Yellow Turbans actually really like us, which is crazy. But you can't really do much with them anyway, so... War has been called. And Prime Minister Song Qian will take Onding. How are you doing this, David? Leaving to Korea. Is it because you want to start a new career? Hey! Night battle delegate. Night battle. Delegate.
正义必胜，我等应设宴庆贺。
You have captured Humu Yanfeng, the administrator of Onding. She's 49, level 5, honourable, charismatic, clever and lame. Cow, thank you very much for the host coming in there, bud. Release. And 112 David L as well. I see a host coming in from you that wasn't at the start. Thank you guys very much for that. Merry Christmas to you both. Ryan, I think I missed you. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful time. Onding is secure. Yao Zhou has leveled up. Level 4. 35-year-old level 4 strategist with an academic background. Charitable, selfless and uncomplicated. Precision. Judgment or abundance. I'm still not 100% sure what the abundance skill actually indicates. Like, does he have an abundance? Does he like to build abundance? I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of do it whichever way it suits me. Because he's charitable and selfless, I'm going to give him abundance in that he tries to help teach people how to generate abundance. Su Kuang was killed in battle against us. Right. Cool. He can reach. Oh, hello. Oh, shiz. What? How far can he move? Christ.
我的目标十分明确，不可能这样做。团结一心。不露声色。
Yeah, we are not going to win that. Ambush trap cough. Wow, that is a concern. Withdraw.
心境澄澈，天下庶几可定。
We'll try the ambush trap.
力如巨木，和如密林。
What are his traits? Solitary, relentless, vengeful, bright, one-eyed. Yep. He's gonna attempt to lay an ambush on the end of the crossing just in case that other guy tries to cross. And then hopefully these two will take the bait, one of them will get caught by that. Who knows?
威加海内，乱世随定，我军所向披靡。
Jujun is preparing to cross the river. And that's about all we're able to do for the autumn. I think the ambush failed. The ambush failed. Damn it. $5,000, $6,400, $7,600. To be honest, I think our best chance is to fight this here. Because if we try to retreat Danwei, they're probably going to have the movement to catch him, and Wang Yi's going to be cut off, so we are going to attempt to fight this and see what we get. I think. Cao Pi is a problem. So is Wang Xi. We don't have anybody who's particularly strong. But we're going to try and do it, despite me having a headache. I agree, Ryan. It could be a pivotal battle. To be fair, if we win it, then we've pretty much defeated them on this side of the river. There's no way that third army that's trying to cross is going to beat 3 of ours, even if they're slightly damaged. And the third one of ours isn't damaged at all, so... if we can somehow pull a victory here, it's going to mean we get to smash some of the enemy. What kind of headset am I using? It's a Turtle Beach 4500, I think. Hang on, I've got a... I'll come back in a sec. No. It's not a 4500, it's a Turtle Beach 450 Stealth. They have got a lot of troops. A lot of tough troops. Oh good, our reinforcements are going to come in behind them. That's not helpful. Less than ideal, but I think we can make it work.
将军听令，精锐猛士，骑兵注意，骑兵上马，做好准备，挺住，注意，准备就绪，看见。
Yeah, their reinforcements coming to my right.
又是一波，敌
Oh,
人
they're
援兵正在
immediately
接近。
trying to move away. Our Trebs can just about hit them. Alright. I want this army minus the Trebs to reform, then drop them. Right, we'll move them.
听令，待我号令。
Come on, get the army on the field. The Trebs are forcing them to drop to loose formation and slowing them down. They're actually... It looks like we're drawing some of them towards us, which is good. I need this second army on the field though.
听我指挥。
Okay, there it is. This is a bit of a random army composition, to be perfectly honest. Right, that's them on the move.
准备好了，快快快，准备开战。在，动作快点儿。友军正在遭受攻击。进军，快速前进。马军准备。
They're using that spear unit really well to screen that archer unit.
速速前进。准备好冲锋了吗？你做的还不够好。住口！受死吧！
You guys need to hurry the feck up.
骑兵注意，赶紧走，向前进军，赶快前进，快跑！
Whoa, what are you doing?
准备弩箭，
Go back the way I told you to go, god damn it!
友军遭受攻击，速速前去救援，骑兵就绪，尽情厮杀，不要留情，赶快行动！起手就绪，时机已至，骑兵听命，加快速度，鼓起勇气，上！龙魂猛士，进攻，做好准备。
你已杀了多少人？我想还不够吧。
有趣啊！你又能鼓唇弄舌，又懂战场厮杀。
Oof. Those mounted saber militia just got
敌
effed
军
up.
仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫！
That's not good. That's not good.
射击！时机已至
I。don't really care about the trebuchets. They've pretty much done their job now. Good. Good.
诛灭敌军。 来吧，
Didn't
兵
work
在此时，
particularly well either.
我知道你能行。愿汝之刀锋，利于汝之唇舌吧。骑兵准备，杀光敌军，加快
He
脚
is
步。
not in a good place.
敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。举手就绪，加速前进，
快跑！
动作快点。
Yeah, that.
进军！
What is that? Protectors of Heaven. They are kicking our ass.
准备，
挺住，杀光敌军！
准备就绪。快走，快走！骑兵就绪，
Alright,
准备
let's
好
try and
出
do
发
some damage over there.
军
We're not going to do
顽
any to
强
them.
不屈。
骑兵上马，跑起来！
弓箭，杀！跑起来！准备放箭，杀呀！加快速度，留守在此，赶紧走！我方一支部队悉数阵亡，无人生还。进军，弓箭手听命，留守听命。 诛灭敌军，射手在此，
Ah,
请下命令。杀呀！
get him! That could have gone better for you guys, really, couldn't it?
向前开箭，
骑兵听命，鼓起勇气，装填弩箭，
Pretty sure I told you not to
准备就绪。
get out of the fight.
冲！
Piss off, Cao Pi.
动作快点儿！快快快！赶快赶快！
快快快！进军，向前开箭！
骑兵在此，准备就绪，赶快！
骑兵在此，
挺住！
Not smart.
向前开
Oh.
进！
Go get them before they get involved.
我军一支部队已全军覆没。
骑兵就绪，
They have got a lot of really solid units.
杀！
时机已至，赶快！
快走快走！水胜万物。弓弩准备就绪，赶快前进！
Okay, where are we at over here? We're getting hammered.
做好准备，
准备就绪，
毛兵听命，
剑士听命，快跑！
毛兵注意！
准备拔剑，
进
我！方一支部队悉数阵亡，无人生还。
捉好剑！徒手就绪，赶快前进！行进！
准备好了，速速前进！请下命令，快走，快走！顽强不屈，弓箭！赶快！剑士听命！进军！
Did my cavalry get up there or not? Did they somehow get
我
killed
军一支
before
部
then?
队已全军覆没。练兵就位，
鼓起勇气，听命！
行进！
做好准备，赶快前进！
矢石已尽，拔剑杀敌，不要留情。在，
射手在此，射手听命，
弓箭手注意，
弓箭准备。
将领不幸阵亡，守住阵
what？
线。
时机已至，
No.
前进！
诛灭敌军。
Oh crap, did my strategist get killed? Yeah, it looks like he did.
加速前进！准备好了，
Stop hitting me!
矢石已尽，拔剑杀敌！
What are you doing? Go get the trebuchets.
跑起来！敌将受首，贼众溃不成军。赶快前进！
时机已至，
做好准备。
Their officers have taken a fair bit of damage. Not sure where Cao Pi is. Maybe he's fallen. That's an interesting choice. Oh, apparently didn't pay off for him.
剑士准备，骑兵听令。我军一支部队已全军覆没，弓箭准备，射手准备，
弓箭准备，尽情厮杀，不要留情！
骑兵听令。敌将受首，贼众溃不成军。剑士听命。
准备就绪，赶快！注意，杀呀！向前进军！
What's the balance block looking like? It's pretty much 50-50.
敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈！
进攻！
Good, they've routed. That's what I wanted.
赶快行动！
徒手听命，加快速度！
Hello,
兵准备，
the trebs are down there, lads.
准备好了，杀光敌军！
看剑！
弩手准备，赶紧走！
敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
Good, that should shatter them. Yeah, you've probably got a point about the militia units, David. We were also playing with the like additional roleplay rule that like volunteer commanders could only recruit militia units though, which I still want to do that. I'd prefer like official sanctioned armies. Like that makes more sense to me than just everybody raising like troops and spending a fortune, which is what was going on. Just get them until they shatter. Break them, goddammit. Actually. Hello, yes. What do you want? Alright, you know what? Just leave one unit to chase them, for God's sake. Starting to become a joke. $35. After some battles to get some recognition, we could get them at least a unit or two replaced. We could, but I'd rather not. There's literally 3 spear guards chasing off 32 men. That's probably not going to work. Might want to have those guys go help. You guys can use the rest of your ammo when somebody else comes towards you. Or whenever you feel like it. Hello, bird. Jesus Christ. Something tells me they're not coming back, so why don't you guys just make your way over here? Good, they're broken. Get behind the protectors of heaven. Not sure what these four are doing in the middle. Oh! That didn't quite work. Oh, that didn't work either. My god, these guys are ferocious. Why? Idiots. Shoot things.
手，行进，
片甲不留。
弓箭手听命，准备就绪，前进，弓箭准备，进军，
准备好冲锋了吗？向前进军！
大步向前，剑出鞘，剑士准备，
鼓起勇气！时时已尽，无法继续射击了。前进！
剑士听命，加快脚步，挺住，快！箭在弦上，弓箭准备，诛灭敌军，向前进军。
These protectors of heaven are tough. Those guys are pearl dragons.
骑兵听令，赶快行动！敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。
准备长矛，准备就绪，加速前进，赶紧走！
箭在弦上，
冲啊！
弓箭，向前开箭，赶紧走！
Good.
听命，
Excellent. Yes.
行进，
This is what we want.
箭手听命，
矛兵准备，
杀光敌军！杀呀！
尽情厮杀！
Get that surround on.
骑兵准备，进军！骑兵
Good.
上马！
Shattered them. That'll do.
弓箭手注意，赶快！
How many bodies there are? Yeah, there's a lot of dead people.
弓箭手听命，
Charge them first. Let's encourage them to leave.
胜利近在咫尺。
Oh,
弓箭，
or kill them. That works too.
冲啊！
片甲不留，
Yeah, they didn't like that at all. These guys, a little bit less bothered. Good. Good. Excellent.
骑兵在此，剑出鞘，杀！
哈！敌军士兵
Excellent.
正在溃逃。
Don't worry about them. Just convince the rest of them to leave. Oh my god. Chain route. We're not going to catch that many of them. I'm going to let it play out just for a bit until they sort of work themselves to the front of the mob. And we'll just let the
骑兵注意，
mob do its thing.
鼓起勇气，杀！
骑兵听命，跑起来！
Valiant defeat my ass.
弓箭准备，尽情
I don't know, I think they fought pretty valiantly, David.
不要留情，
举起长矛，诛灭敌军！
射手准备，杀呀！
准备放箭，冲啊！
骑 区，弓箭手准备，上！
Oh no, you definitely stay on them.
赶快前进！
长毛兵，
Not sure what this spear guard unit is actually doing.
杀呀！
I think we may have lost one of the armies. They will at least not be combat effective for a few turns, but I would say it was worth the damage inflicted. Yeah, I would say so
时机
too.
已至，
注意，片甲不留。
Alright. Speed it up and get a few more kills in. That's probably enough. We really don't need to kill every single one of them. End the battle. Whew, that was a tough one.
当今战乱频仍，生灵涂炭。若战事旷日持久，则民众必生祸心。因此，主公若不及时止
乃
息兵，
是大义之
Yeah,
上。
we definitely lost one of the armies. Cao Peijun.
对他们严加处罚，恐怕颇为不易。
Shame, she looks pretty good.
放了吧！
Definitely replenishment.
我变得更为真实了。
Oh my god. Oh, they've got Zhong Liao as well. Yeah, fine. Have with the 307 kills. It's pretty good. Somebody's dead. And I think it might be Song Chen. David, is that your retinue? Not Yuan Shu and Yao Zhou. Yeah, I think Song Chen just died of old age. Damn! The winter after the winter that his wife died in. Who died the winter after Tai Shi died. There's always a lot of deaths in winter. I don't know if it's programmed that way or whether it just happens that way, but... Is David there? I made it a year. I mean, he does have level 10 Saber Militia, but I don't know if it's really worth passing those on. So instead, I think we're just looking for a replacement. Probably a replacement general by the looks of things. Sir Shu Juan. Yeah. She'll do. Wait, who the hell else is dead? Somebody that was with Zhuge Ke and Song Yang. Is that Huang Chuan? Okay. I think Huang Chuan's dead as well. Wei Wen is 54. You know what? We'll just give his retinue to Wei Wen and then we'll figure out if he's staying in the army or not. Alright, let's find out. Yes, death by natural causes at age 69. Song Chen. It might be Zhu Jun. It was Zhu Jun. Oh my god. Zhu Jun and Song Chen both died in winter of 235 AD. Alright, let's get them added. Get them added to the Mighty Fallen. Prime Minister Song Qian, sponsored by David, died of old age, aged 69, in winter 235 AD. And then we also need Administrator Zhu Jun, sponsored by Tyler, died of old age, aged 64 in winter 235 AD. Edit message. Oops. David, you were appointed Prime Minister in the harvest of this year. Like, you were Prime Minister for like 6 months. And then Zhu Jun. Alright, that's that updated. Being a PM for Zhongjiang is like being a defense against the dark arts teacher at Hogwarts. Taishitze wasn't the Prime Minister. Taishitze was the Grand Tutor. The first Prime Minister we appointed was Song Jian, who is now the heir, and the second one was Song Chen, who is now dead. So, Song Chen and Zhu Jun have both passed. Which now means that the Prime Minister position is once again available. And I think some of you may well laugh at this, but given who we have to choose from, Zhongjiang's going to promote Yin Li. He's 75, he's probably not going to last a year, but really, who shouldn't be? Like, who should be Prime Minister? Like, the guy who's been the oldest person in the faction since it was a thing should definitely be the third Prime Minister. So that's what we're gonna do. So Yin Li was Grand Excellency from spring 228 until winter 235, at which point he was made Prime Minister and then, you know, when Yin Li inevitably dies, we are going to be struggling. Well, you have my will. This campaign is such a mess. You guys helped run this campaign. What have you been doing? Right, we do have David's will, so we need to try and put that into action. He's bequeathed everything to the youngest sentinel in the faction, which at this point I don't have a goddamn clue who that is. It sure as hell isn't Yin Li, so it's going to be somebody that's serving. 36, 50, 55, 45, 47, 51, 41, 63. It's going to be Bao Hui Shan. So, David bequeathed a bronze military gen and bronze expert's leather, a white stallion. What was the ancillary? The ancillary was a bronze bodyguard, and which we'll come back to, and the 6 secret teachings was the book. Is she going to want the bronze bodyguard over... That's not him, that is. Yeah, she probably is. So all of Song Chen's possessions just went to Bao Huishan, who has no idea why she's received a parcel from some dead geezer. Oh dear, I can't believe Song Chen and Ju Jun in the same turn. There is practically no one left. To be honest, we should look at elevating people to the council, but who's gonna go where? The problem is most people are still serving. I mean, I think Jiang Wan, that the Bandit Queen, is going to write you a letter questioning whether or not you want the vacant Chancellor's position. Gotta give Ju Jun credit, considering how unhappy he was. He stayed the long course. He did. He was here forever. Ordinarily, I would have, like, people down here. This is not how I do my single-player games. Like, we just haven't had enough people that have retired. Song Yang should technically be retiring, but we don't have enough young people as part of the problem. 40, 50, 55, 55, 27, 56, 44. Who are you a spy for? Probably the Kingdom of Wu. Don't know, quite like my Grand Commandant role. Well. If you don't want the Chancellor's position, and also Song Jen, feel free to weigh in. David, why don't we sort out if you're going to be sponsoring somebody else first, actually? Is there anybody else you would like to sponsor? Progressing on from Song Chen, who you've sponsored since day 1. 15 days you've sponsored Song Chen for. Oh yeah, my Yuan Shao campaign, the family tree, is something epic. I might actually show you guys that at the end of the stream if anybody wants to see, other than David because he already has, and probably Sarah because she already has, but if anybody else wants to look, it's pretty fucking cool. But David, is there anybody you would like to sponsor? You want to sponsor Bao Huishan? Okido. Where on the map is Bao Huishan? She is Wang Yi's lieutenant. So she was just in that massive fight. But I shall get you switched over. Edit message. Bao Huishan. Sponsored by David. I kind of love that in the last few years, like in the last couple of episodes, we've had so many people die or fall out of disfavor that the bottom of the sponsor list now has 4 people that basically don't have, like, or barely have ranks, like Wang Yi, Zongji, Guang Chudian, and Bao Huishan. David, you are officially now sponsoring Bao Huishan, who is 36 years old. She's a level 4 sentinel with a clerk background, or clerk, however you want to say it. She is philanthropic, friendly, competitive, and lame. Wasn't Song Chen lame? She has a fondness towards us. Previously fought for both Wei and Song. Very briefly for each. Son of a bitch. Alright. What are we going to do about the distinct lack of a council, people? Especially Sarah and Ryan, because you guys are already on said council. Couldn't even escape the lame. Song Chen had every negative trait in the book. He probably did. Part of me kinda wants to recruit 27-year-old Du Wang, but I'm fairly sure he's a spy. Huang Anbao probably isn't, but she's 56. Because she fought for the Han, and they were just destroyed. Zonggung? Is that a G? Yeah, I think it is. Zonggung probably isn't a spy either, because he left Wu 4 years ago. Reese! Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? I could suggest my wife for Chancellor. You could. The question is, are you? At this point, I feel like all three of our administrators are almost guaranteed a council position. With the possible exception of Song Yang being put above them because he's technically at retirement age. But I don't think we've got anybody who could replace Song Yang in an army. Poor Hao Meng. It goes well, Reese. Welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas, buddy. Thank you for all of your support this year. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday. She has administrator experience. This is true, Ryan. This is indeed true. I feel, though, that Han Anyue has got more experience in general leadership, as in general... What? I'm confusing myself. Han Anyue has been a general, which means she's got more general leadership skills, not the rank overall, than Tao Jinjin. Plus, she's got 22 years seniority on Tao Jinjin. So I feel almost like if Zhang Wan doesn't want the Chancellor job, which he's first dibs, then Han Anyue is going to get it. And then I'm thinking that Song Yang will probably be elevated to... Well, maybe he'll be made Grand Tutor because he's got no administration lead experience. Tao Jinjin probably Grand Director, Jingpei Grand Excellency. I shall continue handling our military affairs in this most violent time. Very well. I think in that case, Han Anyue is a shoo-in for Chancellor. So she is going to be promoted to Chancellor. Do 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 do. That also means she's no longer being considered the prefect of the West. She's had that title. She's above that title now. But What do we do about filling the back 3 positions? Has anybody got an opinion on that? Because our court is a state. Like a proper state. As in a mess. So I'm curious as to whether anybody's got any insight on who should be going where. Reese, thank you so much for the host, buddy. Appreciate that. Chop it down and use it for firewood to make sure Yin Li doesn't die in the winter. Chop what down? The faction? Sounds like it's a bit of an extreme solution to Yin Li progressing naturally through his lifespan. The court. Alright, I think that... yeah, Tao Jinjin is going to be promoted to Grand Excellency. Jing Pei is going to be promoted to Grand Director. And Song Yang is going to be elevated to Grand Tutor. Which means... Song Yang, and Tutor, and then we need to find Tao Jinjin. Ryan, I love that you peddled that your wife has administrator experience when she was literally appointed to that position like a year ago. Granted, that is more experience than Song Yang has, but it's not exactly a lot. Right. We now have no administrators. But we'll do that another time. Gotta get ready for work. I'll catch you all later. Find some old dude for administrator. Payday's Friday. No worries, David. Thank you so much for coming to stream, buddy. Thank you for all your support, especially on the Three Kingdoms streams. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And I shall speak to you very, very soon, I hope. We're not going to fill the administrator positions now. We'll fill them as we go, as we find people that are worth giving it to. Apparently Ju Jun gained the maim trait before he died as well, so I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he fell off a balcony or something. Huang Chuan gained a rank.
我已准备好作战了。
Was it because he fell in the back? Where's his strategist? Did his strategist die as well? I mean, it did say death by natural causes for Ju Jun. Oh, Xiao Zhou was wounded. That's why he's not here. Okay.
众将听令。
Well, Dan Wei has leveled up apparently after that swarming melee. He's a 50-year-old legendary level 3 sentinel with a tax collector background. He's creative, trusting, tranquil, strong and artful. He has composure, scholarship, perception or stability. Tranquil, creative, trusting, strong and artful. Feel like he'd be pretty composed, to be honest. Arty, creative, tranquil, strong. We'll go with that. Huang Chuan has also leveled up. He's a 46-year-old level 3 Vanguard with a guerrilla background. He's indecisive, fiery, friendly, ascetic, philanthropic and energetic. He's got fury, guile, reach or clarity. I mean, he's fiery and energetic, so I think he's got fury. I don't think we're short on old dudes, to be fair. I'm an old dude. Alright. Let's begin by having Wang Yi push against them. You'll snatch a victory there. A captured officer. During the to and fro of war, you managed to capture an enemy officer. Though he fought bravely, he is no fool. He offers himself to your service. You have bested him, and by extension his master. Your strength is greater, and cause therefore just. He is your man now. He will fight for you. Who did we just gain? Probably some really old, useless person. Nope, we gained 18-year-old Wang Juanji, or Wang Yuanji rather, who is intimidating, bright and trusting. No, such a cutie. Captured officer, age 79. Huang Chuan and Su Qiao are now rivals. Oh, there's just, you know what, if it's not relevant to a sponsor that's in the stream, David, Su Qiao is Bao Hui Shan's rival if you're still around. You already know about that.
登山并非攻城略地，而是亲近于天。
We'll have them press on and take the farmland as well.
大势已定。
Lissa, thank you so much for the raid. 5 people coming in from Lissa's stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh, we're going to occupy that. Lissa! We will have Wen Hui move to help defend that farmland. And actually, you know what? We're going to pull Dan Wei all the way back to there because he's really not able to fight right now. Ryan, Jiang Wan's orders. I'm assuming he's still going along the river. How was your stream, Lissa? You were streaming Sims 4, right? Paddle! Row, 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 row. Alright, oh yeah, Song Chen's army now passes on to somebody else. And it's going to be Sir Shu Juan. Creative, stalwart, composed, selfless, philanthropic and maimed. Okay. So she's now got to fight Marzoon. It's probably 44 men frantically rowing atop floating trebuchet. Probably. Jiben still trying to sneak through that mountain pass. It's not a euphemism. Zhongjiang is going to start heading up north to try and help deal with this shit. Most of these guys have moved. Zhang Liao's on the move this way.
莫要急躁。
Oh. Yeah, there's a point. Jujun's army has now passed to Song Yang, who was his captain, but Song Yang is also 61, so should be retiring.
胸怀中正，
Song Yang's captain, Wei Wen, is 54, so... Or the guy that just replaced Jujun is 54, I guess. Which would make him prime age to be a general. So what we could do
正在行
is
进。
move them back to the salt mine.
回家的感觉真不错。
Should jiggle her retinue before they start replenishing. Whose retinue? Oh, hers. Yeah, probably. Let's have a look at it. She might as well keep this one spear guard. Who's got the frontline troops here? Nobody, by the looks of things. Right. Let's do 2 units of spear guard for the flank. And then change these guys over to saber infantry. That's 4 units of saber infantry. Plus saber militia. Why is not Yen Chu's retinue so weird? What's this David's doing? I don't know if it was. Either way, he's got a decent enough missile retinue, I guess. We don't need 4 units of cav. Let's swap them out for more saber militia. And actually, we'll swap. No, we don't need that many. Let's get some more pearl dragons in there. That should do it. Good call, Ryan. Right, over here, I think Song Yang needs to disappear. Wei Wen takes command, Zhuge Ke moves up to captain, and they get themselves a new lieutenant. Probably Wang Yuanji. Since everybody else is probably too old, so
大人
Song Yang,
有何吩咐？
recall. Recruit. Wang Yuanji.
团结一心，
Right. Mounted Lancer Militia's not ideal, but they are level 10s. Don't really want to take his level 10 cavalry off him. Right. She's going to need to have 4 archers because he's got 2. Then she can provide some frontline infantry. He's probably going to want to upgrade. We'll leave them. As Ryan says, an arrow is an arrow. We'll upgrade them, or change them rather, to saber infantry. That gives us 4 saber infantry with 2 saber militia. That's a front line of 6. Probably still got too much cav. We'll give him some hidden axes and some pearl dragons for a bit more shock value. Right. I think that's all we can get done right now. When the hell did we gain Master's Leather? And a Spy Master? That didn't come with her, did it? No. Okay. Did anybody just fight a battle that turn? Yeah, these guys over here did, didn't they? It's probably Wang
新
Yi
月
that won
良
it,
谋，
given how many
志士
battles he
井
just
然
fought.
则四海可定。
But since Doomsday isn't here to tell us what Wang Yi would do with that, then I think his captain is going to take
此地
control of
百
the
姓
loot.
聚集，最适合在此开市贸易。
And his captain's just gonna wear the stuff. She's like, banging. I got a nice set of armor out of this. Not sure where he came from, but it was probably the same place. What was it? Tsai Ying-mung. Where has he gone? Oh, the spy master did come with the new girl, so that's fine. Cool, right. That's definitely all we can get done for the winter, so let's see what the enemy does as we head into spring 236 AD.
只能忍了。
Wow! Really? Alright, let's have a look. It's not really the smartest idea, I don't think. They are still superior to us, so they're still stronger than we are. But if we make peace with them, we also make peace with all of their vassals, which is Shu Han, Yu Minxiang, and Feng Xiupei. No, no. I want to see their diplomatic status. God damn it! Alright, we'll do it this way. So if we made peace with Wu, we'd make peace with all of the grey bit, all of the light blue bit, all of the crazy orange bit, all of the light brown bit. In fact, the only things we'd still be at war with are these couple of blobs of darker brown, which is Song, this yellow turban settlement, and Marzoon here. And Lang Juanyan's like lighter blue in these three bobs. We'd be at peace with everybody else. So, yes, Ryan, there are people we could wipe out, but they're not people that we're already pretty close to wiping those people out. Like, is Marzoon gonna survive having Jiang Wan coming this way, Si Shujuan coming this way, and Zhongzhang coming this way? No, that's gonna go. Then that'll go automatically. That'll go when that goes. Like, Lang Juanyan, we've got Ji Bun sneaking through that pass to go and get that. That's gonna go. We could easily take that when this lot falls. These two over here, I don't think... Yeah, it'd give us a couple of extra turns to guarantee that we mop those things up, but we're not going to not mop them up anyway. We may as well keep going, exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like, everything else becomes we're at peace with because they all belong to Wu. Has anybody else got any thoughts? Song Jian? Husbando? Who else is still around? I personally think it's not worth doing, but I feel like Zhongzhang is like the Queen of England, too stubborn to die. Yeah, we'll be celebrating her like 100th birthday soon. I'm gonna say no.
我等慷慨仁义，你却要拒绝。
Yes, we do reject your generosity. Interesting. Manchong came out of the river and he's still going to lose the fight anyway. Pan Fang Shu was captured, but she won't join us. So
放
we'll
了
let
吧
her，go.
无法为我军所用。
Zhang Liao heading back that way now. Yu Minxiang has been succeeded by Jia Ji. I'm not going to read that because we've had it before and read it before, but we've gained a new horse. A brown elite! Oh well, we know where that's going. Zhongjiang immediately going to claim the brown elite for herself. To be honest, I should probably write her a will too, because she's got some stuff. We need to figure out where her brown stallion's going to end up, but have we got... no, we have got one, so we could do it this turn. Song Zhen's already got a grey stallion, so he doesn't need a brown one. Yin Li, is he going to make use of it? Probably not, but we're going to give Yin Li a brown stallion anyway. And Tao Jinjin and Chun Jun are now rivals. They don't like each other. Can Yin Li even get on a horse anymore? Probably not. Right. Can you reach that? You can.
消灭敌军，怒吼吧！
Close victory. It'll do.
下
Jibun
之于地，
is going to
上
capture
参于天。
Hanzhong.
只有稳固发展，人们才会交口称赞。
And his captain and lieutenant have both leveled up. So Wang Jian, 44-year-old level 5 strategist with an academic background. He's deceitful, kind-hearted and beautiful. Oh, it's got to be scholarship. No question. And that made him legendary. And then 29-year-old Chun Zhe, a level 2 vanguard with a warrior background. Energetic, brilliant and agile. It's got to be mobility for the agile, hasn't it? Cool. Ryan, Jiangwan. He can actually, in forced march, get down to there on the river. Are you wanting to move full pelt? I think it's time we abandoned the boats and started swim. Yeah, keep paddling. Jiangwan,
正在行进，
away down the river. Sir Shu Juan is going to move to the border.
居安思危，未雨
She's still got
绸
some
缪。
replenishment to do, but she should be okay. I think Zhongjiang is actually going to divert her forces towards Luoyang trade port,
深谋远虑，
because you guys should be able to clear that up on your own. Which brings us back over this way. Danwei still needs a lieutenant.
心如利刃。
So can we put Chao Zhou back in? We could. Chao Zhou's 34. Which probably makes him the youngest person available in the faction. It does. So we'll just re-recruit
治
Chao
平天
Zhou,
下，
and they'll stay
准
there.
备宿营。
挽弓预射，
Wen Hui.
则屏息凝神。 快去！
Yeah, we'll finish Manchong's army off.
敌无粮
I am
谋
the bandit
须臾
queen,
可
god
破
damn it! You go where I don't wanna go. Manchong was captured. He just became rivals with all of the officers in the army that just beat him. Oh dear. I can't remember Wen Hui's traits. I don't know if he's. I don't think he's particularly vengeful, but I've actually just taken my men on a 2-year cruise vacation. I know. They're like coming down the Yellow River. It's like, and finally, after 2.5 years, if you look to your right, you will see the battlefield, which we haven't seen in a long ass time. I think he's going to get executed. I'm not looking at the loot that we would get from it because I don't want that to influence me. But rivals with all 3 of the officers that just captured him, I think that's still an execution, isn't it? Yeah, I think it has to be. Bye. We get an heirloom spear.
赐他们死个痛快，百目之中，阴阳平衡。
Yeah, they literally became rivals in that battle. I think what I might do in future is, if I know that they only just became rivals in that battle, I might not have them execute people, but if they capture rivals later on, then I might do it. We gained an heirloom spear,
至日
which
所指，
Wen Hui is
我
going
之
to
所爱。
immediately give to Juju. And then they are going to move back towards
正在行
Herne
进。
farmland. Let's be fair, I kept them busy for quite some
我军
time,
智
you
略
know, keeping the
胜敌
west
军一
safe
筹。
and then expanding it. I think they've earned it. Well, it's time for them to re-earn their next vacation, I think. It is reform time, though. We have many options. To be honest, reduced character salary sounds like it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know how much money we actually spend on salary, but I imagine it's a fair amount. 4,800. So reducing that by 10% would reduce it by 480. That's a fair whack of money to get back. That's not the right button, idiot. What's the food like? 46. Everything's red. Yeah, Shu Han do not like Wu, but unfortunately they are their vassal. We're around to be capturing a lot of cities. That's true, but we also haven't moved into the breadbasket of China down here yet, so there's also a lot of farms down there. To be fair, it's always nice to paint the map one colour in TW games, but this isn't how I would expect you to do it. What do you mean? What, just fighting everybody? I think we're going to take Quarters of Excellence. In every corner of the land, excellence can be found. It must be harnessed. Okie do. Have we moved everybody this turn? Yeah, pretty much. It's spring though, so we'll do a save. and then we will continue into the summer.
你在这儿虽然不讨喜，
The Duchy of Song will sign peace with us. We detest you, but this must end. I really don't think we're going to do that. You have 3 cities and you're losing. WZDM TV, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Appreciate that. Welcome to the raid viewers. You are arriving during our 15th day of our Zhongjiang roleplay campaign, with sponsor and officer in effect for subs, followers, and viewers. So people can sponsor an officer and choose their skills when they level up and try and guide their career. We are going to say no to that. I don't want to do that. Thank you, WZDM TV. Ryan, can you do a shout out? You should be able to if you just do !SO. Thank you very much. Zhang Jun and Zhang Fa. Why are there 2 strategists named Zhang in the recruitment pool in the same turn? What are the odds of that? And they're both similar ages. It's creepy. 235. It's now 236, yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, it looks to me like Hongrui Jin has abandoned Anding farmland and Marzoon's legging it as well, so Sir Shujuan is going to move towards the farmland. Ryan, what are Jiang Wan's orders? Bearing in mind you're currently in like forced march. In a normal move, you would reach to about there. Yeah, I think they might be brothers, Ryan. That maybe one of them was captured by thingy, but the other thing is they both just entered the recruitment pool like last year, which is close enough that they might well be a spy. Can we get into the She-Her fishing port? Yes. In normal movement you could. So for those of you who just arrived, Cluffix Ryan is sponsoring Jiang Wan, who is our Grand Commandant and the General in charge of this army. So he decides where that army goes. Are we going into the fishing port, Ryan? Do it! I spent long enough defending She-Her, ain't letting some bitch take it now. Alright. So, you're down there. Zhongjiang is close enough that she's going to be striking at Luoyang next turn. To be honest, next turn it looks like Marzoon might be destroyed because both of his final settlements are under threat. Alright, if we come back up here, who the hell's that? Lady Bien. Oh good, she's still alive. Lu Su as well. So, Wei Wun has Lu Su approaching him. I think we'll move down. Oh, okay, that lowered the reinforcement range a bit. Healthy, stubborn, and solitary. He's going to stay in Pingyuan salt mine and defend. These guys are all still recovering, so we might as well just let them stay where they are. Which I think... Oh no, I forgot about Jiben. Yeah, he's going to move to there and drop into ambush. And that's going to do it for the summer. Can I take a nosy at the buildings of She-Her? You can. So the only thing that can be upgraded is the city. It's got irrigated farms, farm tool distribution, patrol barracks, and a tea house, which I don't believe we have the tea for. So technically don't think this building does anything right now. And it also, we have the communal fishing pier at the fishing port. Upgrade the city, please. To a small regional city.
民间万
Done.
物皆上天造化。
Right. That's going to be everything. That's going to end the summer. Lots of enemy moves. Marzoon's going to ask for peace this turn, isn't he? Lusu has landed. Oh, okay. She's gone back that way. And he's gone that way. That's probably going to get a bit messier than I would like. Chun Jun has gained the Bright trait. Wang Jian and Chun Je have become friends. And we gained a wooden fish. Hooray. Gotta love the wooden fish.
开战！ 全军
I'm
出
not sure if
击，
she's going to win
绝
this.
不留情。
Yeah, she's not. I guess she'll try
天
starve
命
them out.
在此，
Ryan, you got any orders for Jiang Wan? I will cross the river and go to join the siege of Anding. Very well.
准备急行军，
So that's going to be into the river because it doesn't like moving straight across it.
下锚，
And then
正
out
在
of
渡
the
水。
river. Meanwhile, Zhongjiang
即杀
is
绝
going to smash Luoyang
心
trade
怀
port.
怨怒。这就是
We'll
青
probably
是我
lose
等的代
Herdong
价
to。Marzoon. Maybe. He's only got one retinue after all, but even if we do, we'll just take it back.
我们拼死夺下此城，理应将其占有。
And Song Jian has leveled up, so Sarah, if you're lurking, you have a level up. And so has Guan Chu Dien, which Imhotep, if you're still lurking, you have a level up as well. Don't know if either of those guys are still here, but we'll see.
杀呀！
Really?
再
Good
打下
lord.
去就完了。 迈向胜利！
Let's drop
Yuan Di
into
Hou
ambush
Ming.
and see if he attacks the salt mine. Dan Wei has recruited his troops, so we'll bring him back around to the front.
正在行进，
Where are we at? We've got maybe just under an hour left of the stream. They're still replenishing. I'm happy for them to keep doing that. I am going to pull them
扫清六合，
back. Oh, that was cool. I've never ever
居安
noticed
思
that
危
before.
未雨绸缪，精
When
力
Wang
充沛，
Yi...
如获新生。
Okay. Yeah. When there's an army in the city, these tents spring up on the outside. And then if we move the
违
army
令
out,
者斩，
the tents disappear.
不露
I
声
didn't know
色，
that happened.
不要分
That's
心。
really cool. What a lovely little detail. And how have I never ever seen that before? Right. That's going to do it for Harvest, I think, because I'm not seeing Sarah or Imhotep for their level ups. Or Tyler or Doomsday for their orders. Or Tyler's not giving orders anymore because Jujun's dead, but... Zhong Liao pushed out. He has got the option of night battles, so we're going to retreat. He shouldn't have too much movement left because he crossed the river, or at least came out of the river. She's going
暂
to
且撤
retreat.
退，保存兵力。
Guess we'll let him have that. Yes, I know. Trusting versus suspicious. As China descends into dynastic feuds, a quandary emerges between your companions as whether to be trusting or suspicious. Trust is all we have, one argues, as China falters. Another counters that in chaotic times people look only to themselves. Nobody can be trusted. They look to you for your opinion. I think there's a good case for Zhongzhang to choose either, so I'm actually going to have her choose neither. You choose, or chose, to ignore the issue. Right. I think, Ryan, if you're close enough... Yeah. If you moved into reinforcement range, Sir Shujuan would attack. That's why she retreated, although they've changed the army by the looks of things, so arguably she could just attack now. And she wins. They must have had money problems and had to disband their troops. So never mind, she's taken it. Orders for Jiang Wan, Ryan? Meanwhile, Zhang Liao has made a terrible mistake. He doesn't want to fight anybody, which is understandable. But it also doesn't matter because he's too far in. I was thinking of getting back on the river and going after He Dong, allowing the Bandit Queen to press forwards. That works for me, and it works for her. Captured Yang Dao. We'll release him. Take replenishment. Huang Tuan and Chao Zhou are friends. Wen Hui and Tishu Yu are friends. Wait, what? Shu Rao! Shu Rao, the spy that we sent to Wu that defected ages ago, was in that battle. She was in that army and she was killed against us. That's amazing. That's the second time somebody that's left our factions ended up dying at our hands later on. Let us not forget the cautionary tale of Shun Yu. Alright. Zhongzhang's going to proceed east along the river towards Luoyang. We'll get rid of the Yoa turbans. Hello. His name is Yo Bin, but in English it is absolutely Yu Bin. Possibly the second best name we've had since Her. That's probably going to be all we can get in. Get in the bin. Yep, they're going to besiege that. That's fine. Oh, they've got a lot of armies down there. Lu Su is... Yeah, right. Go away. Oh, there he goes. What do you know? It's a year after. Yin Li, at age 76, has died of old age. God damn it. Oh dear. Dig through. It is reported that the sound of enemy digging has not gone away. In fact, if anything, it has grown louder. They are clearly advancing far faster than we anticipated. We should prepare for their imminent arrival. That's at that place that's being sieged. How Mung has become trusting. We now have no Prime Minister again. Zhongzhang fights corruption. Zhongzhang fights bureaucracy. Zhongzhang fights nobility. The winter says, fuck you, Zhongzhang. Oh dear. We need a Prime Minister. I feel like the natural progression is for Han An-Yue to become the Prime Minister. However, that's definitely how I would do it in my single player games. It's just the Chancellor would move up a rank and everybody else would move up a rank. But Jiang Wan has been on the council a lot longer than Han An-Yue has. So Jiang Wan, Zhongzhang would like to offer you the position of Prime Minister of the Thai Dominion. Don't look at me, I like living. Is that your final answer? Because I know you typed that before I actually said it. Fuck it, I'll take it. Prime Minister Jiang Wan. Alright, let me just update Jiang Wan then. Jiang Wan's had a hell of a career, by the way. Oh. Interesting. Alright, let's get rid of just enough of that to save that. Edit. Copy. Edit. Okie do. Let's edit that. Take that. Edit. Apologies guys, I'm just having to do a bit of shuffling around on the Discord here. God damn it. He was 18 when I picked him, so that's like 24 years service. I'll tell you what what his service has been in a second, because his career is actually like his career is the sort of symbol of what sponsor and officer should be. Hello. God damn it. Do that. Do that, and then edit message. Off. Edit message. And we'll take those three. No. Those three off. Excellent. Right. That's that done. Okie do. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Jiangwan Prime Minister. Now we have a spot available for Grand Commandant. So, Sarah, if she's there, but certainly Ryan, Jiangwan, our Prime Minister, who should we put in the Grand Commandant position? Since you're vacating it, why don't you advise me? You know, I just need to assassinate Song Jian and my rise to power will be unchecked. Ha ha ha. I actually think what we'll do is we'll finish up this turn, we'll finish up the next spring turn, and then we'll end the stream there. It has been slightly longer than normal, but I did say that that would happen. I was thinking it'd be 4 hours, but now seems as good a time as any to sort of get there. Ryan, when you finished murdering everybody, do you have a suggestion on who should be Grand Commandant? I don't know where we're at in terms of, like, how old are these people? He's 43, 58. He's going to be retiring soon. 52, 52, 48, 45, 47, 56. She'll be retiring soon. Hell, Hao Meng should have... is already retired anyway. Hasn't really done anything. We've got a lot of 30-somethings in our court. Not Yuan Shu. Has he even commanded an army, though? Isn't he a captain? Isn't he her captain? Yeah, he's never been a general. So I would think that was a very strange appointment myself. Not to mention he has no administrator experience either. I mean, we could decide this now, Ryan, or we could just end the stream here, because I think you're the only sponsor we have that's still kicking around right now. We could make this sort of decision at the start of day 16, which will obviously be maybe January? I'm not sure what the dates are when I come back, but we could potentially end it here. What do you reckon? I'm not sure not Yuan Shu's a good option for Grand Commandant. Why aren't I floating down the river? Because I just asked if you wanted to end it here, and you didn't answer me. We can put you on the river though, is that what you want to do for your move? You didn't have any movement last turn, did you? Maybe I did. You know what, let's make everybody's moves. She may as well head down the road so she gets some replenishment as well. Let's do the moves, and while we're doing the moves, Ryan, have a bit of a think about whether we should end it in the winter and try and decide who's going to fill that council position on day 16.
今日此胜，乃承天之恩泽。
My headache's gone away a little bit. I'm fancying the dominoes.
百姓定会丹食湖江，夹道欢迎。
Stick to tradition and go to the spring. Okay, though. But we still don't necessarily. Do you want to fill that council position though, or should we just leave that open until the spring? She's gonna move to there. And then she's gonna drop into ambush. Right, let's play a game. How many people can reach Lu Su? Why can't you go anywhere? To be honest, I think everybody could in a forced march, but can anybody get close enough to attack him? Not really. So in that case, we'll just remain where we are. Over here. Yeah, those guys are all going to stay still and see what Lu Su does next turn, I think. Yeah, I think so too, Ryan. So we'll end the winter, we'll move into spring, we'll do our moves for spring. Jesus Christ, you got enough armies? There's literally like 13,000 of them attacking 1,500 men. Yep, we know. Brothers in arms. It's been a long time since you've seen your sworn kin. It really isn't. They haven't been out of the same army for most of their lives. China is vast and the country's needs are many. You've been separated in the name of progress for so long. Not long at all. Upon being reunited, there is little anyone can do to stop you embracing, overjoyed at finally seeing one another again. I really, really like this event. And I understand why it doesn't just happen whenever, right? But it'd be nice if there was a requirement that they have actually been apart, because these two have been in the same army since they became Oathsworn. Like, it just seems to happen randomly for Oathsworn. Like, and if that's the case, it really has no relevance. Like, they haven't just reunited, they haven't even been separated. I'd prefer to see that with, you know, conditions that they've been apart and then they're either both at court or they're both in an army or they're both in hell, I'd take both in the same commandery. I would understand if they were in two separate armies but in the same commandery, but that doesn't seem to be the way it works. It just kinda pops up. Hey honey, welcome back. I would also suggest for the future we may need to start executing Wu officers. They're probably throwing armies at us quicker than we can kill them. Yeah, they're not really. Ryan, where are we going with Zhang 1? Honey, did you see that Yin Li died a year after we made him Prime Minister? Hedong Town. Okay, so where are you landing? You're going to land north of this little stream or south of this little stream? Yeah, me and Ryan were just debating who was going to potentially replace him as prime. Well, no, we didn't. We replaced him as prime minister with Zhang 1 south of the stream. Then we were debating who was going to replace Zhang 1 as grand commandant. But me and Ryan were the only ones here saying anything, so we decided not to actually make a decision, if that makes sense. Zhongjiang's going to take Luoyang Lumberyard. Also, Song Jian has a level up waiting for him, hon. Occupy. We'll come back and do his level up in a second. I just don't want to forget about Ji Bun. Although saying that, if I pushed him east, which was my plan, he's going to walk straight into all of that lot. So maybe he stays where he is. Right. Honey, Song Jian, level up. He's a 46-year-old level 7 legendary sentinel with a saboteur background. He's creative, honest, fiery, fraternal, trustworthy, understanding and vengeful. And you have 5 options for level up. Adamant Resolve, Intensity, Perception, Composure, or Intuition. Intensity. Cool. Oops. No. Right. I don't know where the hell Lu Su went. He appears to have gone into ambush somewhere.
摆好阵势，准备出击。
平息战乱，不断前行。
团结一心，向前进军。我绝不动摇，我军必胜。
志如
I
流
don't know
水，
where he went.
每一步都颇具智慧。
路就在前方，集中精
There
神。
he is. Pyrrhic victory.
天命在我，谁敢不服？
Zhong Li Hui.
都
She's
放
getting
了吧，
released.
谅他们不敢造次，一统天下。此乃
And
天意，
he's gonna leg it,
平定天下，
and they can't catch him.
唯有扫清六合，天下才能平定。
But Wei Wen can come down and enter Ping Yuan. So
疯了吧？
it's actually Yuan
出征
Shang.
数日，今日始归
Lu。Su's been swapped out.
时局变动，贪乱逃
We'll
命，
move him in there.
齐心协力。
And then all 3 of these guys have leveled up. So 1 for Doomsday with Wang Yi. Sai Yingmeng, 48-year-old. Level 5 legendary sentinel with a saboteur background. Stubborn, honest, charismatic, relentless and artful.
此地
I'm
百
going to give
姓
her
聚集，
tempered deflection.
最适合在此开始贸易。
Stubborn, honest, charismatic, relentless, artful. Yeah, I'm going to give her tempered deflection. With calm, steely resolve, attacks are better deflected. And then Bao Hui Shan is David's new person. Honey, did you see that David died, by the way? Song Chen died? Were you still here when that happened, or did you... Were you AFK? Heard about it, okay. So we've got to hold that level up for David as well. I'm not going to bother to pick the reform, we'll do that when we start day 16. Guys, thank you so much for everything this year. It genuinely has been an experience for me to start streaming. I started streaming in January. I'm almost a year old on this channel, and those of you who have made it like just such a special time, I never really expected to get like even 100 followers, let alone 257 in the first year. And some of what we're doing on this channel in terms of the way that this is going with the whole roleplay campaign, the way that people are getting involved, people are starting to really develop into a bit of a community. You guys are starting to talk to each other, which is just so cool. It really is special to me, and it will, I hope, be something that sticks around next year, something that I maybe do for the rest of my life, or at least until I'm an old man who can't use computers anymore. It really does mean a lot to me to have everybody's support that's been around this year. Thank you guys so much. Anybody who's followed, who's subscribed, who's donated or sent bits or gifted subs, and even those of you who just turned up and watched, it all helps, and it's all helped to make me want to continue doing this. There were points early on when I thought maybe I was wasting my time, and I haven't experienced that for a long time, thanks to the people that are following me and are subscribed and are involved in the community. So thank you guys so much. I've said this the last couple of streams, but I wasn't on cam then, and also this is definitely my last stream before Christmas, so thank you all. I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you before, a Happy New Year, and I shall see you in the next stream, whatever the next stream happens to be. It may be day 16 of our Zhongjiang campaign, who knows, we shall see. But yeah, I genuinely hope you all have a really, really lovely Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Let's go see if we can find someone to raid. Who is streaming? Nobody else is streaming Total War. Well, that's awkward. I guess not then. Well, sod it then. I guess we'll just, there will be no raid. There shall just be Merry Christmas. And for the last time before Christmas, probably the last time this year, it's going to be War Dog out.